Welcome to today's video, and today I will do something a bit different. So while I will show you how I draw this cute little bird with some water-soluble pencils, I'll be using the Derwent Inktense pencils today. At the same time, I'm going to talk about something that has been on my mind for quite a while already, and that is art supplies. Well, obviously, I love art supplies, and I know that many of you do as well. But I want to talk about why I don't really make any art haul videos here on my channel, and why you won't find any shopping links or affiliate links in my video descriptions. This is something that people sometimes ask me, that where could they buy something that I'm using in my video and so on. And while I tend to kind of list certain colors and supplies that I use in the description just because people are asking and are interested, I don't use any affiliate links or shopping links. And I want to say right away that this is not a video about telling anyone what they should or shouldn't buy. I mean, I love art supplies. I really, really do, as you know, and I have plenty. So I just feel that there is something very enjoyable about discovering new art supplies. You know, we all love to find new pencils and trying different kinds of paints and finding a color that we've never used before, and we can find that perfect color that we want to use in the future. And I, of course, also certainly buy new art supplies from time to time. As said, I do love them. But, well, first thing first is that I want to always, if possible, support my local independent art stores. And that's why I don't really buy anything online if I can avoid it. And that's also one reason why when people ask where I've bought something, it is usually from my local art store. But this video is more about something that I've been thinking about when I look at the art worlds and community on YouTube and overall in social media. And also I've been thinking a lot about what I want this channel, my channel, to be all about. I think it's so easy these days to be fascinated by new art supplies, because we all see the reviews and comparisons, and then when we have something, let's say you have perfect, or you think a perfect set of water-soluble pencils, but then the YouTube algorithm feeds you with a video which shows you another set, and then yet another, and because you watched that video, then all of a sudden you have tons of different reviews and hauls, and you start to see tens of different kinds of wonderful sets. And sometimes it can result into you looking at kind of completely different range of colors, even though you already have really, really good sets of pencils at home. I think this is something that many of us have experienced. I mean, I certainly have. And of course, there is something very appealing about new art supplies. They are full of possibilities. When I see something beautiful, like a new beautiful set of pencils or paints, I start to imagine what kind of wonderful things I could create with them. And sometimes that happens, like if I get a new wonderful set of pencils, it might inspire me to create something really, really like inspiring and something new. And of course also can bring back some excitement for if we sometimes feel a bit stuck. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm always saying here on my channel is that I feel that many of us already have so much. And I don't say that we would have those huge collections. Like, I don't have huge collection, even though I have a very good selection of art supplies. But we already have so much that it feels good to also find and draw inspiration for what we have already. And sometimes I have been wondering whether the whole art community and the social media, it has become way too focused on the things surrounding our creativity. So we watch videos about new art supplies and we watch unboxings, and there are different brands that we can compare, and people show those amazing collections. I do even have a bit of a problem with the word collection because, yeah, well, that's a whole different story. But we can see those collections of pencils which are arranged beautifully like a rainbow. And yes, that is very satisfying to watch, and that's why it is also something that we enjoy. But I feel that sometimes it can result in people just watching those hauls and hoarding, I would say sometimes hoarding different art supplies instead of actually creating arts. And that's something that kind of makes me stop and think, because the reason I have art supplies is that I want to make art with them, not just own them. And this is also the reason why I don't make those traditional art haul videos here on my channel, even though sometimes people are asking if I've been shopping something new lately. I don't do those kinds of videos. It's not something that I want this channel to be about. And yes, I know that this is probably the worst strategic decision from a YouTube's perspective that I could make, because there is a huge audience for art supply hauls, and people love that. Algorithms love those, and people love seeing the new kind of art supplies, and I understand. As said, I understand why, but at the same time, I feel that when I have something, when I use something that I've had for a long time, and then I tell you that this is the pencil I actually really enjoy, and I enjoy it because I've been using it and I know how it works for my art, that also has a huge value for my audience, but most of all for me. On this channel, I want to make videos that make you want to pick up the supplies you already have and start creating with those. That's why I always, or at least often say in my videos, that if you don't have the exact same pencils or the color range or the same paints as what I'm using, doesn't matter. I just hope that my videos inspire you to use whatever you have and discover new ways to use it. That's why I also love to show those limited palettes videos, how you can actually find inspiration and find new colors by limiting your art supply collection a bit, and why I also love to show color mixing. I want to inspire you to see what you already have, and also understand that you don't have to always have that 200 different colors range of pencils, but you can actually do so much with smaller selection of colors. And also, I can't address this topic without addressing another reason that really matters to me. So I feel that we are living in a culture where buying things has become incredibly easy. We are constantly being shown new things we could own, and it is so easy, at least in most countries, to just click. Even while you're watching a video, you can click a link, you can get something very easily and very fast. And there is always a new collection and a new limited edition or new color or new version of something we already have. And many of you probably know all the things I'm talking about here and what kind of art supplies I'm talking about, but there's always something new. And it kind of gives you the promise that, okay, you'll make better art if you have this limited edition. And there's a huge fear of missing out, that if I don't get it now, I might never own it. Well, I can tell you, there are zillion of art supplies that I don't own, and I'm still surviving and having lots of fun creating. So it's okay not to own everything. I just really want to also be conscious about the environmental side of all this. So every product we buy needs to be first of all manufactured. There is lots of packaging, transportation. We have to store it. Well, you know what I'm talking about. So just be conscious about that. And I want to also say once more that I'm not against buying new art supplies, by no means. Just I'm very much against this kind of overconsumption culture that is ongoing and the way that social media is turning hobbies into just collecting things and buying new things all the time. So for me personally, it doesn't feel right to build a channel around the idea that you always need to find and buy the next thing. I wanted to address this because people have been asking me to make art hauls at times, and I also get the requests to add shopping links in my descriptions. And if that's something you're after, I'm sure you will find many channels that do that and serve you that way. But in my channel, it's all about slowing down, appreciating what you have already, and discovering the inspiration by using the wonderful art supplies you already have. So I hope that this wasn't too direct of talk, and as said, you will definitely see me use some new art supplies here and there. I'm not immune to being influenced by any means. I'm just trying to fight a bit the urgency of owning everything, and I'm very much aware of the fact that I'm very privileged in the way that, first of all, I have many art supplies, and I have art supplies that I really enjoy and love. Secondly, I know that I'm privileged also in that way that I have a day job, which is actually providing for me, so I'm not making YouTube videos for money. And that's why I can also make different kinds of choices. So I'm very well aware of that. So knowing that I come from a place of privilege here. But I hope that you've enjoyed this video, even though it's been a bit different. It's just something I wanted to address and kind of get out of my heart. It's something that I've been thinking a lot that I want to address here on my channel. And yes, I've also shown you how to create this cute little bird. I think one fun thing about watercolor pencils is that you can always find new ways to use them. You can experiment with them. And you can see I've been using Inktense pencils on my channel from the beginning because I am always inspired by new ways and techniques, and every time I use these I learn something new. And that's also one reason why I want to kind of get to know the art supplies I already have and I know that I love, because I will fall more and more in love with them when I get to know them better. If I would constantly be testing new art supplies, how would I ever know which ones are my all-time favorites? So I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope that it inspires you to create something wonderful, and I hope that you will have the very best week ahead filled with art, and hopefully you find some time to get inspired and create something with the beautiful art supplies you already own. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye for now.